Hi, Chris from Tommy Toothpaste Toys here, and this week I will be going through my latest delivery, which is all these awesome Monster in My Pocket figures. So the first lot I will be starting with is the Series 1 figures, and in no particular order, we got number 38, the Phantom. Really nice looking yellow version there, and I love the fact that he's got his little mask in his hand there. Number 44, Witch. And this is in the bright neon version of the green from Series 1. I'll show you the difference between that and the normal green, which is the more pastel green. Number 47, yellow version of the skeleton. Number 14, the yellow manticore. I mean, he looks pretty crazy. Number 25, Red Cap. I really remember this guy when I was a kid. Looks pretty awesome. Number 40, Winged Panther. Also remember having this one. I think I had a red one of this when I was younger. Number 35, Gremlin. Really cool. Number 46, Invisible Man. This is one of my favourite figures. I never had this when I was a kid, but he is pretty cool. I'm really stoked to have him in my collection now. Number 43, The Beast. I do remember having this one as a kid. I didn't have too many. I think I had about 10 when I was a kid, but I do remember some of them. This is one of my favourite figures. Number 39, The Mad Scientist. I love the look of this guy. The pose is just so crazy, and I love the fact that his foot is basically transforming there. He's got his shoe on here and he's got his foot bursting out there. Looks like there's some sort of hair coming out of his shirt. I mean, he looks pretty awesome. Definitely one of my favourites. Number 30, Chimera. Really love the serpent tail there. That's a nice little detail. Number 21, Harpy. Got a tiny little blemish there, which is a bit of a shame. For anyone who doesn't know, to stop getting those blemishes, as far as I'm aware, is you just keep the same colours together in a bag and not any other different colours, because especially the lighter ones, they can get affected by it and the colour can sort of rub off on each other and they get stained. This is number 19, Carly. Really cool. And for anyone who doesn't know, the numbers are stamped underneath. Let me see if I can get that. There you go. Number 19. So Meg, which is the brand, China, and then it says number 19. So it's an easy way to tell if you're unsure, and it's an easy way to do a Google search if you're ever trying to identify them. This is Bigfoot, which is number 17. And I'm putting them right next to each other. You can see the difference in the colours there. So that and the Witch are sort of a bit more of a neon-y style, and these are the pastel ones. I love the look of the pastel ones, like the yellow, the red, the purple and the greens. They all really suit, but then occasionally you get these sort of neon ones, and I think there are some other colours. Can't remember which ones off the top of my head. Also got this red Triton. Missing his fork, or the Triton, which is really weird because it actually looks like there. Can you see that? It doesn't actually look like as if it's ever missing. Seems quite smooth there, so a bit baffled by this one. It's definitely the Triton, but just confused why it doesn't look like the Triton's been ripped off from him. Got the Vampire, who unfortunately has got a little bit of a blemish there as well, but still awesome to have him because I did have this when I was a kid as well. And then the last one of Series 1, I got Ogre, number 32. He's got quite a nice bit of detail there. I mean, look at that. Really cool looking there. So that is all my Season 1s. So now on to Season 2, and you'll notice the big difference of these ones is the colours. Season 2 really went for the neon colour sort of style, so you'll really notice that now, especially when I start putting them next to all the Series 1. So the first of the Series 2 figures, and apologies for any of the pronunciation, but as you will see, some of these monsters start to become a bit more obscure and a bit less well known as opposed to things like Witch and you know, Frankenstein, which is the monster, and Dracula and Bigfoot and all those sort of famous ones. Obviously they were trying to get more monsters, and they'd use loads of the common ones that people knew in pop culture and stuff like that. So the first one is number 50, the Jabberwock, which is pretty awesome looking. The detail there, that's the first thing to realise, that some of the detail on these Series 2 figures are absolutely incredible. And also the colour, neon orange, which hasn't been used in any of these Series 1 ones yet, and you'll see the next colour as well. Number 52, Emir, which is this crazy sort of elderly man. This a neon pink. I love this colour. Neon pink colour is absolutely awesome. It just absolutely pops on the shelf. Then number 55, Scorpion Man. Really cool. Really nice little look there. Number 57, Bishop Fish. And I remember this one from when I was younger, I really do. I think I had a few of these. Then number 60, Ancient Gorgon. And then I got a couple of these ones, which is number 64, Minotaur. I got the neon blue. And I got neon pink. Then I got number 66, Knuckleavere. I really don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know how to pronounce it at all. Really cool. Some crazy sort of skeleton horse. Then I got two of these as well. Sebek. And it's sort of like a crocodile humanoid. In blue and in pink. And a bit of a shame, but there's looks like a bit of a chunk has gone out of his snout on that one. I then got number 70, Dryad, or Dryad, I think it's Dryad. Really cool looking. Number 71, Undyne. This one is definitely one of my favourites. The detail on this, and how cool is that? Wicked. Really love that one. Number 57, Tarisk. Again, detail on some of these, just all the different textures and all the different things going on. And then the last one from Series 2, number 65, Mero. Really cool. Really nice. So that is all of those. I also got a couple of Series 4 figures as well, which is the Super Scary line. And these normally come in two-tone colours or three-tone colours. They're normally like a few different colours altogether. And the first few I have of those have got different colours, but these two are just mono colours on them. They're just single colours. And I really like this one. It's 106, Creature from the Closet. And he's just in a normal pastel purple, but as you can see, it's a different sort of purple, but really cool. And another thing you'll notice is the size, the scaling on these. They are a lot bigger, a lot wider, definitely, and also a tiny bit taller, maybe like half an inch or a quarter of an inch taller. And then the last one I got is 113 Alu, which is really cool looking again. And he has unfortunately got a tiny little spot there, but he's still awesome looking. And again, look how big he is. These two are like absolutely massive compared to the others, but they're really cool. So there you go. That is all the awesome Monster in My Pockets that I picked up recently for my collection. I got them all from one guy. A massive thank you to Richard Robson. He is absolutely awesome, and he has this group called Ghost Booters on Facebook. Link is down below in the description. Definitely check it out. Get involved. There's some awesome deals to be had there, and there's some amazing stuff to buy and sell, and the community is absolutely awesome. Thank you very much. please like, subscribe and leave a comment down below on what your favourite item is that you saw in this video. Do you collect Monster in My Pocket? If you do, I'd love to hear from you. What is your favourite figure, full stop? Always great to hear what people like, and how many of your collection have you got? Drop me a link to your video if you've got one showing your collection. I love to see other people's collections. Thank you very much. Check out any one of these two videos up here, and I'll see you next week.